Alright guys, Fulu coming to you with another video. So it looks like hopefully, I'm really hoping, hopefully that the Canelo sweepstakes will stop. I hope the Canelo sweepstakes will stop now with this news. And I hope more of these guys will fight each other now. I hope these guys won't go up to cruiserweight to try to fight this guy. Hopefully they won't do that. But it appears that Canelo is going up to fight at cruiserweight. And, it's crazy because my coach predicted it. He predicted this. He predicted it. He I kid you not, he said this like a few months ago. He said this. He said Canelo will move up to cruiserweight and fight. He said it. And I'm like, you know what? There may be a possibility that may happen. So he's fighting the weakest link at that division. He's fighting Lunga Makabu or Makubu, who's a Congolese fighter. And so he's fighting him at cruiserweight. So with that being said, he's not fighting Bedris, the Bediris, I think, of the world. He's not fighting those guys. He's fighting the lowest picking, the lowest hanging fruit. That's who he's fighting. Now, with that being said, I'm hoping that these guys fight each other. That now you have 3 divisions that are wide open now. Because if these dudes think they're moving a cruiserweight to fight, then no, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't attempt to do that. Now, the only ones who should attempt to do that are, of course, the light heavyweights. But with this news coming out, what needs to happen is the guys at 160 need to fight each other. The guys at 175 need to fight each other. The guys at 168 need to fight each other. Pretty sure that what he's doing is going to do the same thing that he did with Kovalev. Now, Kovalev, before he fought Canelo, he didn't even really have a training camp or anything like that. And also, he didn't, the fight before with Anthony Yard, he damn near got knocked out in that fight. Anthony Yard almost won that fight. But, Anthony Yard gassed out, basically. That's what happened in that fight. But now, what this does is set up potential fights. Because let's start with 168. I didn't even know that at one time. I didn't even know this. I had no idea. But at one time, David Morrell was Caleb Plant's mandatory. Okay? That's a fight that can happen. David Benavidez versus David Morrell can happen. David Benavidez maybe fighting Caleb Plant hopefully can happen. These fights can all happen. The 3 main hitters at 168 can make it happen. At 160, of course, you have Demetrius Andrade. He can fight Charlo, but of course, Charlo probably ain't going to fight him. Jamal Charlo, he has came out in public and said that I don't need to fight David Benavidez, I'm rich already. He said that. These were his words. So I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna fight Boo Boo. So if I were him, I would just vacate the belt since all he's doing is babysitting the belt and let it be vacant. Boo Boo fights for that vacant belt, and then he fights the Ryota Murata Triple G winner, because I'm pretty sure that Triple G's not going to chase a Canelo fight and be a blown up would be cruiserweight if Canelo decides to stay and campaign at that division. But we don't know yet. We don't know what he's going to do. We don't know if this is just going to be one fight that he's going to do, or is this going to be the permanent division that he's going to stay in. We don't know. But, I kind of, my coach saw it coming, and then I can see why he saw it coming, But, I mean, he's done it before, let's be honest. He did it when he, when the pressure was on at 160, he moved up to 168, fought Rocky Fielding. When the pressure was still on at 160, and he only needed, I think the Daniel Jacobs fight happened after the Rocky Fielding fight. So when that happened, the pressure was still on. He moved up and fought Kovalev. So it remains to be seen what will happen at light heavyweight. Granted that Turbiev is successful in getting past Marcus Brown, or if Marcus Brown is successful at getting past Turbiev, then I don't see I don't see why a unification can't happen between the winner of that and Bibble, And I guess you can say, like, Gilberto Ramirez, he's already occupied, so, So let's see what happens. But anyhow, those growth hormones are doing a hell of a job with him, But anyhow, Fulu signing out. I also want to ponder, because when you look at when people usually move up, the power usually doesn't travel as it has done for him. It just makes you wonder. I still suspect he's still juicing to the gills and he just found a way around it. I still suspect it. And I'll always suspect it, I won't think otherwise. I'll always think he's juicing. But anyhow, man, Fuller signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Jaram.